very nervous, but maybe I didn't show. But I was. But as I said before, the reception is incredible. But I'm here to win games, to help the team and to make the club great result.
They're still going. And when you put the ball in the net here at the Stretford end for that second goal, and you run over here to the tunnel and that famous celebration, all the things you've done in your career, but to come back today and do that, what was that feeling like?
Well, it was an unbelievable moment. As I told you before, I was super nervous, and I just thinking last night that what I wanted, to play good, to show that I'm still capable to help the team. And when I start the game, I was super nervous and they sing my name. But this crowd, it's unbelievable.
And finally, you've had a few days training. You play with the team for the first time today. How excited where this team can go, that you can help them where they need to go?
Well, everyone has to do his job. We have a fantastic team, a young team with a fantastic coach. But as I told you before, we have to build up confidence. The team needs to be mature if we want to win the league and want to win the Champions League. And I think we are in a good way. We have to win games, build up the confidence, build up the team, and I'm here to help the team.
And Man United will capitalise. He's the difference.
Yeah, up until that point, it was proving to be a frustrating afternoon for Manchester United. Even with Ronaldo in tow, they looked to be struggling to break down a defensive side.
Yeah, as Tim said perfectly, they couldn't break them down. They were defending deep, getting numbers in the box, leaving no space for Cristiano especially to run into. And up the other end as well, they had a couple of situations themselves where they could have scored. But as Tim said as well, that goal, so important, big player to get it. Now that should open things up for the second half.
OK, let's talk to Steve Bower and to Owen Hargreaves, pitch side at Old Trafford. Steve, there's almost an inevitability about it, isn't it? Ronaldo getting his first goal.
Absolutely, and obviously when that ball hit the back of the net, this stadium went absolutely bananas. But before we look at the goal with you, Owen, we were sort of on Ronaldo watch just above the dugouts here at Old Trafford, and you had a particular around his movement when he didn't have the ball. It surprised you.
Yeah, I thought he was. Everybody says he's going to be in the box and he's going to finish things off. But I actually thought he was a bit more active actually in the build-up. I thought he looked sharp. I thought he was trying to make runs and get in little pockets of space. But there's a lot of attackers out there, and as the boy said, Newcastle sitting deep. There isn't a ton of space. So obviously when Wan-Bissaka got on the overlap and helped out with Mason Greenwood, it created a tiny bit of space. So, but the thing is, even there, he's on the move. He sees the ball in the wide area and he's on the move. And he has a feel for the goal. Tim said, that's the difference. Cristiano will be the difference in many games this season.
Yeah, and it was part in the goal, wasn't it? That movement that you were talking about. I know it's a tap-in, but he was there.
Oh, but look, that's what he's going to guarantee. And watch, as this ball goes wide, already when Wan-Bissaka gets it, he's pointing basically, put it in there. And basically, it takes a bit longer. But even then, Cristiano knows, takes a deflection, and he's there. He's the only player that reacts. There he's pointing for, give it to me. But then he knows once it's going to come in, it could come to him, and that's why he scores, hundreds and hundreds of goals, because he just has a feel for it. And I just think, as Tim mentioned there, now that Newcastle have conceded, this game will open up, and there should be more goals for it.
Absolutely. He writes his own scripts, as we've said several times. It was written in the stars. They're halfway there, Manish.
Cheers, Steve. Thank you, Owen. Back to those guys, of course, during the course of full time as well. For Newcastle, it's all about now what happens next with Steve Bruce, isn't it?
Yeah, they can't rush into chasing the game. I think they have to stay nice and solid. As Solskjaer said, they've had a few breakaways. Sam Maximan looks dangerous. No Callum Wilson, which is a big blow for them. They need to sniff out a goal, and then they've got something to hang on to. A draw would be a great result here. Longer the game goes, they're going to have to try and chase it to get something out of the game. And that is when the quality players, world-class players, what Man United possess, will open them up.
Thank you.
Hope you can hear me. Cristiano's just come back out, so
yeah.
What can you say about his performance today? And is it right he gave a bit of a talk to the squad last night? Can you tell us what he said?
No, it's of course everyone when they come into the team they have to introduce themselves. So maybe not everyone knew his name, so at least they do now. The atmosphere has been electric around the club. The supporters have really enjoyed the last, say 10 days or so since he signed. And there was loads of expectations, obviously, this afternoon on the team and on him, and he's delivered.
Ollie, was there ever any doubt about what he would do for this football team?
I don't think so. He does what he does. Cristiano, he lifts everyone. He gets everyone so focused when he's in and around the place. He puts demands on himself, which then will put demands on his teammates, and he puts demands on us. And that's why he's done so much in his career. He's been so disciplined. And we knew he's evolved, he's developed as a player. He's a different type of player now compared to what he was when he left. But he's still a ruthless and clinical goal scorer. And he smells the big moments. He does sense when there's goal in there.
Hi, Ollie. Where do you see him going forward? Do you see that as his role? Because although he obviously started centrally, he did move around quite a lot. I mean, what's your sort of instruction to him?
He's developed into a miles better footballer than what he was when he was here. Through the years, of course, sometimes he can drift off to the sides and play on, and then get turned and finish from there. He's not. You're not going to use him as a battering ram, are you? He likes to roam. The big thing about him is he senses the big moments. He knows when to arrive in the box and when to run in behind. And I thought he played the game very mature, simple, didn't give too many balls away. I think he gave one away, but he was very efficient with his football.
Hi, Ollie. Hope you can hear me. Sorry, the fans are singing for Cristiano. I just wondered, was it a case of you sort of asking him if he wanted to come off at one stage? Was it a choice between him and Mason for that final substitution? And would you be able to give us any indication of what he sort of said in that team meeting last night? You said he gave a speech to the players.
I said his name was Cristiano. That's as much as I can say. I didn't want to take him off unless he wanted to come off, and because he needs minutes, he needs to play. He's had a pre-season. He's lost a few games for Juventus and for Portugal, so he just needed to get a 90-minute into him.
Rob Draper.
Hi, Ollie.
Hiya.
Obviously, it was a great occasion, and the sort of result was fantastic. Was there a sense in that first half, though, that it will take a little bit of time for everyone to gel? The build-up seemed a little bit slow, and everyone was just sort of finding themselves a little bit.
You know, you're playing against a team as well that's well organised, didn't give us loads of space, and we had to be patient. It's never easy after an international break to get your tempo and rhythm. Of course, we had yesterday to work with everyone together, and that was it. So I was very pleased with the patience, very pleased with that we just didn't lose our heads, and especially so when they scored in the second half as well, that we just upped the tempo a little bit, and we know we got quality. So very pleased with how efficient we were in front of the goals as well.
That's the end of the press conference. We're just going to take a couple of questions just from the dailies to the embargo until Monday.